Hey, welcome. Day 26 with Ringo the Black Mustang. And I'm still with a stationary camera. My camera girl is recovering from the virus, but she's just not 100% just yet. Need another day or two for that. So I'm going to try to stay in this half of the round pen, hopefully, so you can see what we're doing. I've made, I think, quite a bit of progress with him the last 2 or 3 days. And I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I was just experimenting with some different things, and I just walked in here today. I haven't walked up to him yet. I was just experimenting with different things that might work, and he always starts off real snorty like that, but then he calms down. And I'm a big believer in the principles of horse training. There are some basic principles that we use that work. In fact, if you'd like to see those, if you'll scroll down on my channel here, I've got, I think, 7 or 8 videos on the principles of horse training. Things like make the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult. Reward the smallest change and the slightest try. Use gradually increasing pressure and the release of pressure and things like that. Do things from the ground first. All these different principles. However, within those principles, every horse is an individual, so you have to be kind of pragmatic. What works with one horse may not work with another, and so forth. So what I did here, you may remember on the last couple of videos, he was allowing me to touch him, but he was doing this right here. He just wouldn't stand still. He'd let me touch him, but he just kept fidgeting and walking around in circles. So what I did was I would walk up here and touch him, and he would fidget a little bit. He did just a little bit there, and then as soon as he stood still, I walked away. And then I just kind of walk about 10 steps, make a little circle, come back, and he'd fidget around, and I'd walk up to him and I'd touch him, and if he stood still, as soon as he stood still, then I'd walk away. So I've been doing that for about probably 2 days, maybe 3. And that's really helped him to stand still, because what I did was I rewarded him standing still, and I did not reward him fidgeting and moving around. All right? So that's worked pretty well. The other thing I started doing, and you can see I'm gradually getting where I can pet him down his neck and get a little farther back, and as time goes on, he'll get a little more comfortable. When I first walk in here, he's a little more defensive. But the other thing I started doing was I'd come in here and kind of push him around just a little bit, and then I'd walk away and see if he would hook onto me and follow me. And he may not do it here right at the beginning. There, he followed me a couple of steps, and as long as he hooked onto me and followed me, I'd just keep walking. See, he's hooking onto me here. And I haven't even warmed up. Then if he stopped like that, I'd walk around to the left and come back at him from an angle and come at him from this side. Now that's really kind of the first time he stood there. I really liked that, where he just let me stand beside him and didn't turn and face me. Okay, and then I'll rub him, and I'll walk off, see if he'll hook onto me. Good. And so he started kind of following me around here. As long as he follows me, I keep walking away. When he stops, then I'd come back and circle back around. Now he started following me again. And I did both directions. Good. Good. Let's see how far. He didn't. So whenever he stopped, I'd come and circle back toward his hip, and then he would turn toward me this way. So this horse already leads. I did put a rope on him yesterday from horseback, and I roped him and led him around, but that's the only time I've done it the last 3 or 4 days. I've mostly just been doing this kind of stuff. Yesterday I was able to rub him back to his hip, standing beside him. He may not let me just start there today. Good boy. Okay. So rather than just pushing right back into that, just kind of do a little bit at a time here. He just let out a big breath. He's just getting a lot more comfortable. He's going to be a nice horse. He really is. He's got a kind eye. He really wants to be with you and get along with you. Once he gets past all of this wild horse fear stuff, he's going to be a really good guy, aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are. All right, he put me on his left side. So like I said, he gets a say in how this goes, up to, you know, he tells me what he can handle, what he's comfortable with. This is really good, just him letting me stand here. And it's not going to be very long. I'll be rubbing him all over. Then I'll be able to start picking up his feet. He already leads. So my 3 goals as a tip trainer: horse has to lead, pick up all 4 feet, load in a trailer. It'll take a few more weeks. I'm not really in any big hurry. This horse is available for adoption. So he's going to make somebody a nice horse. If you're interested in adopting him, just give me a comment and we'll get together on it. So there's one more thing I need to show you that I'm doing to train this horse. Are you watching? He just needs a lot of this right here.